No, I turned it off because I have OBS like on constantly, so I turn it off. I have to deal with that. Yeah. Where is it again? Uh, it has its own tab, streamer mode, enable. Okay. Um, so making sure that the stream looks all good. It's a black screen, it's looking like, for me at least, so that's not good. Oh no, it's just loading. No, it looks like a black screen still. I'll reload the page. Oh no, there it is. Okay. um, yep. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be coughing throughout the show. Sorry in advance. I'm sick. Um, yeah. Um, but we are in the semifinals. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've been playing a lot of Wild recently. Just name change. Oh yeah, we do need a name change. Okay. They should just make us mods already. We do all of their work anyways.
Oh no, Hockey Boys is gone.
Oh no.
Oh, we must have screwed up this time.
Well, welcome to Sunday Night Ticket, everybody. How you doing, Eric Cookie? Cool. We're gonna get started a little bit. Yeah, we're going over how many pronunciations we had for Eric Cookie. Hey, Doc McButt. Cool. I'm just gonna set up while we're waiting for some people to hop in some of these images that I forgot to set up until 10 minutes ago before the show. Anyways, how's your off season been so far?
Pretty lazy, pretty good.
Yeah.
Don't have to do anything, so that's cool. I can just root for other people instead.
Yeah.
I can go to playoffs. It's all around me. I can feel my pain.
Mm-hmm. Um,
Sorry, I had to. If I was here last week, I would have done it then. I've been waiting too long.
yeah, that was unfortunate. But the great thing is you kind of enabled HSA to come back, like the full HSA, because we all lost. So, just get ready. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Anyways,
I'm never on your guys' side of the bracket anyway. So.
very true.
And I just proved I could beat Brewski, so that's all good.
Yeah. Can't hear Chigmo if he's talking. That's probably on me. Here, just continue to talk. I'm gonna see if it's because I have desktop audio off or something. Um, okay, so I realized that I have it on my headphones for my output device, and you're not talking through my headphones. So I'm going to put it onto a multi-output device, and everyone should be able to say hi to Chigmo. Yay!
So that was not me this time. I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
Usually it's me.
I've been manning the OBS, and every week there's been a constant issue, and it's been different. So I've been fixing them, and just new ones been popping up.
I don't know. I've never changed any settings on my OBS, and it's
Well,
always worked great.
yeah, I'm running Mac, so whenever you do
that's a
something to
downside.
something else happens where you have to do something to it, and another thing happens, and yeah, basically I can't have a any like you're talking through Discord right now, and I can't have desktop audio on without putting like a special like device on my inside my hard drive or something like that. I'm not a computers guy. I just follow whatever the people tell me to do.
That's why I bought a Mac. Unfortunate.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. Anyways, I think we should start to move into this very short show.
5 minutes. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, everybody. So last week was eventful. Um, there was a pretty big upset. You want to talk about that a little bit? Because we're gonna head into this first
Ups.
match.
I definitely have been on that bandwagon all season. I assume you're talking about the Thermic Win.
Oh yeah.
They have definitely upset Team Golden Wisp. They were up what was it, 12 points to 3, and they pretty much just gave up at that point and just didn't even bother because the series was over. Like I said, I've been on Thermic Win's bandwagon all season, so I was rooting for them to win. Not that I have anything against Golden Wisp. I like all them too. I didn't care who won any of these matchups overall, but I'm riding the Thermic Win's bandwagon, and they definitely crushed it this week,
Yeah, makes
or just
sense.
last week.
Yeah, I was I was a little surprised, but I knew that the Thermic Whims were just a team of very good players. So, I was like,
They
it's
had a
playoffs. Anything can happen. Anyone can win.
I was just gonna say they had a close week the first time they played during the season too, so there's nothing to say they couldn't do it.
Yeah, and it was also they were fresh to the format, so a little more experience now, and it's a pretty challenging team to go up against. So with that, let's head into our first match. So we have Thermic Whims going up against Dirty Mike and the boys. I'm going to before I put these graphics up, so I just know which ones to put up in the correct place. I'm not going to vote in this in the pick'ems, but Chigmo, who do you think will win in this matchup?
Hopefully both of them somehow, but I'm gonna go with Thermic Wind just because I've been on that bandwagon and I'm gonna stay on it.
Great. So the green check is Chigmo's pick, and the orange check is the community pick. So what you should see on your screen right now is a green pick for Thermic Whims from Chigmo, and then the orange check going to Dirty Mike and the Boys from the community. The community decided that Dirty Mike and the Boys was going to win, and out of the 19 voters, 15 of them picked Dirty Mike and the Boys. Does that surprise you, or is this expected?
No, they've always been Dirty Mike and the Boys fans, so community going with them. It's completely expected. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and I just think on a general note, they have, for the most part of the season, they were playing second fiddle to Team Golden Wisp. And now that they're out, you can view it two ways. One, they're playing the team that knocked out Golden Wisp, or two, they are now the team to beat in the league.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, until Aeon fell off, they were playing a little bit behind that, but same situation.
Well, yeah. That was
But
pretty early in the season as well.
Thermic Win's worst loss this season was also to Dirty Mike and the Boys. It was their only significantly bad defeat.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure they 20 pointed them or something like that, or it was pretty close to it.
Yeah, definitely. I think that this is going to be a fun match to watch. I'm just excited that out of the four teams on the field, two of them are just new teams. It's always exciting to see something like that. But
Come to find out they're all friends with each other. Interesting.
hmm,
Some collusion going on here for the finals, maybe.
interesting. Anyways, looking at matchups here, so we have Blood Hunter going against Arikoki, who I believe is in the chat. Yeah, who do you think? Who do you think has the upper hand in this matchup?
I don't know. It's hard to say. They're both really good players. I'm only going to say Blood Hunter just because I'm rooting for their team to win, but
Hmm.
it's hard to say. I think they're both perfectly capable of winning it.
Yeah.
Uh, but I'm going to give this one to Blood. He's been pretty good all season.
Hmm.
Although so is most of Dirty Mike and the boys. So I mean, like I said, it goes either way. This whole matchup, I think, goes either way.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. I do think that
I think Dirty Mike's got a sure win just because
mhm.
he's been killing it all season.
Yeah, he's been
Although it's
doing well all
playoffs.
season, and interesting to note, he's at 400 PR in the 4 seed. So um, I don't know. That's pretty scary overall. But everyone except for Cody is like within 11 PR of each other, which could actually saying that if they do win this week could make an interesting finals matchups. Um, but yeah, looking at Dirty Mike, who you're talking about, he had a really good season, finishing at I believe 7-3 or 6-3, and went on to win his last match for 7-3. Um, so yeah, he's definitely a player to beat here, and I think that Rankaloid has played pretty well this season. I believe going 5-4 on the season. Don't know what happened last week, but yeah, it's
The
gonna
big
be a
PR difference, though.
yeah, it's a big PR difference, and I just think that Dirty Mike has been having a really good season and will continue to do that, and I think that that's a matchup that Dirty Mike can pick up.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting series, but
yeah,
I think Dirty Mike should definitely win that series just based off like the this PR difference alone. And I mean, if you're gonna base it off that, then Bloodhunter should win in the one. But Eric Oki is just as good as any 500 PR player, so
definitely.
it'll be interesting to see.
Another interesting matchup is down in the 5 seed, where you have Cody, who leads all 5 seeds in match win rate and game win rate, going up against Ryzen, who came into the season and started out really well, 5-4. Lost last week, I believe, um, but still,
None of them lost last week.
really.
Nobody on Thermic wins lost last
Okay,
week.
so that means that Ryzen went 4-5 in the regular season, and then continued on to Ryzen swept Asuna. You're correct. Yeah. So
I played Ryzen in the what was it, the Highlander League, and he smoked me. So he's definitely an underrated player for a 5 seed, I think, because it was like it wasn't like I played terrible and he outdrew me or net drew me. I mean, one of the games was, but that's whatever. That's Hearthstone. No, he played really well and he beat me legit. So
yep,
any 5 seed that can do that, I'll give him credit.
definitely.
That said, I don't know much about Cody, so I can't really say he's a good or bad player. But he's been playing on that team for a while, and they're all good players. So I imagine he's a pretty good one too.
hmm Yeah. I think that, like you said, a lot of people were thinking that Thermic Wims are going to be out after Golden Wisp. You obviously were rooting for them, but now they're here, so we have to continue. And I'm rooting for them also. And I think
Hey,
that,
Thermic or not Thermic wins, but Golden West choked last season. There's nothing to say they couldn't do it again, and they did. But they
yeah,
won SHL, so they got the the second place prize.
yeah, no, they had a great season overall, so nothing to be ashamed of on their part. Just fell a little
Not
short.
at all. It's playoffs, baby. You can have a good season all you want. You don't show up in those 3 weeks, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so I think this is going to be a fun match to watch, and those are our picks. So anyways, let's move on. So we have Team Swagoy going against the Texas Dubbies. Swagoy coming off a victory against Zenergy, and we also have Stubbies coming off a victory against Doghouse. So what do you think of this matchup?
It's another interesting one. I think it's about just as evenly matched up as the other side, so it's going to be good. Stubbies have been underrated most of the season. People finally started, give them their credit where it was due towards the end, which is probably a little too late. But I mean, it's one of those new teams. Nobody knows how they're going to do the whole season, so I mean, we get it. Swaggle has been pretty consistent all season. They beat us. I mean, both those teams beat us, so they've been like consistently, even when purple, most of it was not struggling, but farther behind. They were the leaders. They've always been that top couple. Like they've been consistent team all season. So it's going to be another close one.
Yeah, I
And they
agree.
got some vets.
Yeah, totally. I think that I've been looking at both these teams, and until we had a pretty good week against Swagway, they were, like you said, pretty much at the head of the division at most times.
Up until like the
And
last 2 weeks, I think.
yeah, and same with Stubbies. They continued to win, but Zenergy also just continued to have a very nice end to the season, so they made it a lot closer at the end. Um,
Yeah, Stubby's had a bad like last 2 weeks, and that was about it. But I mean, that's nothing to be worried about. Everyone's going to have a bad week. They just happen to do it at the end.
yep. So yeah. Anyways, who do you think takes this one?
I don't know. I'm still kind of thinking about it. This could go either way. Earl's been like standout player this season, but so has Misadventures. But Earl's just been like ultimately consistent.
Yeah.
Where the last couple weeks, Misadventures had started losing. So I want to give the edge to Earl on that one, uh, just barely. But I don't know. It's Hearthstone. It could go either way. But
Yeah.
like the rest of it, I don't know. I think the top part, like Swaggle has the advantage, like top three, all like
Mhm.
across the board, and then it gets a little pickier at the bottom too. Maybe I don't
I
know. I think overall Swaggle takes it,
yeah, I
but I don't
agree.
think it's going to be by much.
I think that Yeah, so Brasky is at the 4 and Docking at the 5, and then Osmonaut went up to the 4 after having a few series of wins, and Mr. Mandingo falls to the 5. Mr. Mandingo versus Doc, but I think in PR has to be one of the biggest PR differences that the league has seen this season so far in a
That's
matchup.
nothing new from McButt, though.
Always rooting for McButt. Um,
Always.
always. But Brasky has been having a pretty fine season, and going up against Mr. Mandingo, who hasn't been performing as well. Mr. Mandingo on the season fell to the 5 seed. Not yeah, Osmonaut. Um, yeah, Osmonaut is 6-4, including playoffs this season, but those were all 5 seed matches. And Brasky is 5-5. All of those were 4 seed matches. I think
I
that
think if they had to place their team, this works out better for Stubbies on their end, just because I think Osmonaut's the better player overall. So I think if you had to put 1-4, 1-5, then I think that's the order you'd want it personally. But be interesting.
yeah, it'll be interesting. So, anyways, I think that if you can't decide, I'm gonna give this one to Swagaway on behalf. Uh, I just think that just looking at the matchups, I think it's gonna be close, definitely, but I think that they are going to be favored in more matchups. And like last week, we on Team Power Rankings we favored Golden Wisp over Thermic Wims, and we were very wrong. So and like yeah, anything can happen, but these are our picks. So yeah, there you have it. Like we said, it's a pretty short show. Not many teams to rank,
And
but
just think next week it's only one.
yeah. But out of these 4 teams, who do you think is going to come away with the win if you had to place them?
I think, well, it's going to be Thermic Wims Swagaway final, and I think Thermic Wims wins it. But if it's not Thermic Wims, it's Dirty Mike. Whichever one of those two wins that series, I think wins it all.
Yeah, I think that just throughout the season we've been seeing this kind of this battle of heavyweight teams and greens, te- teal, cyan, green versus black. Dirty Mike and the boys, Golden Wisp, Thermic Wims. Uh, just a lot of teams. Even Prepcoin Concede had a very nice season.
I was going to
Purple,
say, even the ones that didn't make the playoffs had good seasons.
yeah. Purple was a bunch of teams that were around 120 in points or 130 in points at the end of the season. So all had fine seasons, but obviously only 2 could make it through. And then blue, sorry, but even though you
Two
guys
teams the
upset,
whole way.
yeah, you guys upset us, but yeah, it was Zenergy
That
and
doesn't mean we were already good.
yeah, I know. It just makes me sad. Is all.
Can't beat the shitters, you don't belong in the playoffs, right? I was
Yep.
kidding.
um, but yeah,
Prepped all season just for that matchup.
I think that any of these teams can win it just because they're all good teams. But I agree that the winner of the Black Cyan um, match will go on to win.
It's gonna be hard to say. It'll be a good. It's gonna be a good finals, regardless. Like I like all 4 of these teams, so I don't like saying any of them they're gonna lose, honestly. But I don't know. I have to pick somebody, right?
Yeah. Um, cool. I'm gonna go on to a new graphic here, and this is just because I heard that these are really fun. There are a new series of tournaments coming up, and have came up also. THL Strikes Back, uh, where it looked really fun. I couldn't do it last weekend, but Saturdays at 2 p.m. Eastern, you're gonna be fighting in the strike format for a pack. So that's fun. Um,
I like packs.
yeah, I like packs too. And then there's also Deck Builder's Delight. So, creative and fun formats such as Pauper and other formats similar to it that see less competitive play. And that will,
Starting tomorrow.
yeah, that'll be tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you can make it, those look really fun. And I heard that the strike one was also very, very fun. So, it's off season for a lot of players. And at the end of THL, be off season for all players. So grab your decks and line up for the deck
Oh,
builders delight and
I
strikes
love grabbing
back.
my deck.
Yeah,
I said deck. It's okay. I like playing card. Yep. I was gonna go to this thing tomorrow, but I'm going to see Kenny versus Penny. They're coming here tomorrow, so I was
Okay.
like, I'm going to that. You wouldn't know what that is. You're too young.
Yeah, I am too young. Canadian television show. It's also
No, it
Canadian.
isn't.
That's what it says online.
Is it? Oh
Yep.
snap! I thought it was America. I don't know. It was on the Comedy Network.
Anyways, yep. Sorry for the shorter episode, but maybe people like that better.
Well, there's not what you can do about it when there's not a whole lot to talk about. You have 4 teams, 2 series. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's not much to. I mean, when you're ranking 20 teams and you talk about each team like a couple minutes a piece, that adds up. But yeah, talk about 4 teams. There's only so much I can say.
Yeah. So that's gonna basically wrap up this episode of Team Power Rankings. Next week will be the final episode, and it will really just be a talk about the finals episode. Um, Otherwise, we could just turn on the stream, pick the winner, and turn it off.
Yeah,
um,
it's gonna be close to what it is.
yeah, but we'll try and draw a conversation somewhere in there.
I like the 1 seed and the 2 seed and the 3 seed and the 4 and the 5. All right, I pick them and I'm done.
Yeah,
There you go.
but yeah, this has been a really fun season. Just I don't know, being a captain and then having this show and everything. So thank you guys all in the community for tuning in. Uh, Also the regulars such as Erikoki and others who have just been in there each and every week in the chat.
Thanks,
Lefty
Cookie.
has been there for a while. Chigmo and Scritch, we've seen you there for a while.
Ha!
Um,
I wonder what.
yeah,
Don't forget Blue Sombrero. He's been
yeah,
here most
yeah.
of
He's
the
been
time.
here a lot.
MMI's been here a lot, and he filled in a couple times.
And there are some people like Doc McButt and others who are not here right now. But yeah, all of you have been great just to talk with and chat and whatever. So
Slim Schlarking, like
yeah,
usual.
yeah. So thanks for coming in. And we hope that you enjoyed. Next week will be the final episode. Um, but yeah, we hope that we can continue this as a new show going into the future for future seasons as well. And also, big thank you to all the guests who have guests over the past few weeks. You guys have been really fun to chat with, and yeah, we're grateful for you guys coming on, especially when we needed it a lot.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, Doc, I didn't say you weren't there. I said Doc McButt, and then I said and others who weren't there. So I mentioned
Just
you.
get the hell out, McButt. Jesus.
Yeah, come on, man. Don't question my authority. I have a microphone. Okay.
Trying to
Just
get spoilers for the matchup or something. Think we're gonna release strats? I mean, I know you guys sent them all into me, but I'm not telling you.
what are you thinking so far of the new
Thanks,
set?
Lefty. I don't know. Marn's cool.
Yeah. I've been playing a lot of Reno Mage with Marin, and the other day,
Ugh.
Marin was the last card in my deck, and I was like, "Don't give me the treasure card that fills my hand. Don't give it to me." And it gave it to me, and I was like, "Shoot, I can't use it." And do you know what I realized?
What a
I had a forgotten torch in my hand.
forgotten turd. I hate it when I have forgotten turd in my hand.
Yep.
It's gonna kill me for a
The
while now.
the best part about it though was that my opponent was at 20 something, and I just dumped my hand, played Forgotten Torch, then played the Goblet thing, and I had 9 Forgotten whatever they are, like blazing torches or whatever this.
Jesus,
Yeah, I was just like, so you you
you
thought I was
lose?
out? Yeah, you're done.
Come at me, bro. I got like 80 damage.
Yeah, it was fun.
I've been playing nonstop Big Druid because it's easy,
Mhm.
and yeah, I wanted to play Marin, so I put Marin in it, and that was pretty much it. I've been
Yeah.
playing nothing but Big Druid, and I like 28-4 or something like that. The deck is
Wow.
stupid.
I It's funny. The first time I got Marin played against me, I was also Reno Mage, and I was like, okay, so I'm just gonna draw my polymorph now, right? And I drew it on the spot, and it was just like, yep, easy.
Wrecked. Are we still here, like live?
Oh yeah, we're still alive. We're just having a
Oh
chat.
man, no one else is talking about anything. Stupid chat. I
Yeah,
don't like
come on,
anything anymore.
chat.
That sucks.
Share
Just
your
kidding.
small stories.
What are you all playing? What do
See.
you think of Marin, the new OP legendary,
Yep.
and Forgotten Turds?
Anyways, I think we're gonna close it out with that.
Yeah, I
Pushed
think
it
most people
for
left already.
yeah, pushed it for like 20 something minutes.
Hell
So we're out of here. 5 people left. Thanks for sticking with us.
yeah. See y'all next week.
Yep.